Welcome back to What's in Your Basket. And this is my friend Carlisha.
Hi.
She's in my stories a lot. If you guys follow me, you know we're always up to some type of shenanigan. Guess who's home? Carlisha's down with my video. She's being a little meanie pants. Meanie weenie. Me and Carlisha met at Bohemian Soul. Long before I started doing hair there. I was a little receptionist girl. Carlisha was a hairstylist.
I am a hairstylist. I was.
She is a hairstylist. Not at Bohemian Soul. Anyways, so we met there. She didn't talk to me for a long time. Almost like 2 years. That actually made me feel away. Yeah, so we didn't talk for a while, and then I don't even know how we even started talking or what made us start talking, but we just did, and now I see her every day. Shout out to Carlisha for keeping my curls popping and my makeup good. Yes, Carlisha, yes.
Yeah, I can't remember how we started talking. Maybe.
Every day.
Yeah. She annoys me sometimes, but that's the love.
Anyways, so we did the Goddess Body Detox together. So I'm here in Manhattan to meet Angela Baker. She's hosting an event today. She is a holistic health practitioner. So this event is for the Goddess gathering of women. They are going to be getting a lot of tips on manifestation and how to get in line with your chakras. Angela, how are you?
I'm good, beloved. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm having a good time at your event. Everything is beautiful. Fruit is real. I like
Yes,
it.
ma'am. It's got to be. We got to snack on some at the end, right?
So tell me, like, what made you even get into holistic health? Like, what was kind of the story? Like, what is it where that was like, you know what, this is what I want to do?
Well, it actually came as a child. I wasn't a child, but a teenager. Around the ages of between 16 and 21, I had a lot of health issues that I was dealing with, stemming from anywhere from vaginal health issues, kidney health issues, depression, all types of holistic onslaught on my body at a very young age. But the key aspect of it was the vaginal health issues and the womb health issues. I had extremely bad periods. I mean, to the point where I was literally wheeled out of a wheelchair in high school. Components that are extracting all the medicinal qualities out of the plants.
Okay.
But it's a tea that's steeped literally for 4 to 6 weeks.
Wow.
So it's strong. But it's not water by itself. You know, no, it definitely just go back.
So, 10 droplets, you just do them throughout the day?
So
Like,
we're
is it a
going to
schedule?
do mine spirit in the morning.
Okay.
First thing in the morning, whenever
10
time it is,
right
10
away?
droplets.
Okay.
Take your 2 cups of water.
Okay.
Right? And then healthy yonis during the noon, anytime between, I would say, 11 and 5.
Okay.
10 drops.
Okay.
2 cups of water. And then the purity is the last one we take at the end of the day, right before going to bed.
Okay.
2 cups of water. Belly Buster is actually a little different. It's an herbal fiber blend. It's actually a powder. It's fairly it doesn't really taste like too much of anything.
Okay.
So you can literally just take a teaspoon and put it in the water and drink it like that. Or you can put it in juice, you can put it in a smoothie, however you want to do it. You just do that once a day, every day. All this once a day, every day.
And that doesn't matter what time of day.
It doesn't matter what time of day.
Awesome.
And then you'll be eating a plant-based diet once again, because the plant-based diet is going to be conducive to the detoxification process. Okay, so and with that, we also provide a 12-page manual that has all the how-tos, exactly what I explained in a lot more great detail, what all the herbs does. It actually has a meal plan that you can choose to follow if you want to.
Okay.
All that's available.
So can we have any wine or anything?
Absolutely
while we're doing
not.
this?
It's too acidic. So,
No alcohol.
so we're trying to re-alkalize the blood, right?
Oh, good. I'm asking questions.
So no,
You know someone's gonna want to.
yeah, definitely. So what you find is also, it's another buzzword that you want your body to be alkaline, which you'll hear a lot. Your body can't be alkaline. You won't be able to digest food if your stomach wasn't acidic. So you want your bloodstream to be alkaline. That's what we're talking about. The bloodstream cycles through every part of the body. Right? And so the blood must maintain alkalinity. In order to do that, you have to add alkaline foods. And while you're on detoxification, if you drink a toxic substance like alcohol, you're going to tax the liver, you're going to acidify the inside.
See, invited everybody online to do it too, but we actually did it together. We're seeing each other each day, and we're able to talk about the cleanse and how we felt, what was good, what was not good, whatever. I definitely enjoyed certain aspects of the detox. I love the fact that the 28 days was definitely a long time, but I love the fact that each week I was able to concentrate on different things, whether it was finances, whether it was business. I like that it took me to a different place spiritually, because I did a lot more meditation than I've done in the past. And it just kind of just made you focus on a lot of things that are really important once you remove a lot of things from your everyday, whether it's diet. I personally didn't have sex when I was doing this, so I definitely was focused on some real important things. What about you? How the Goddess Body Detox work for you?
I try to follow her, but 28 days is way too long.
Way too long.
That's for me personally.
28 too long to follow the food regimen?
Everything. Like, I think to do this detox, you have to be prepared. Like, you prepare yourself mentally, everything. I think I was not prepared.
Okay.
So just jumping right into it just did not work for me.
Okay. We did start after a holiday. I will say. We did it right after Labor Day, and I could have used another day or two to really be like, okay, this is what I'm doing. But I hung out with her all weekend. We did a little island things.
I'm from Trinidad between, so.
Yeah, we were hanging out that whole weekend. The whole weekend. Yeah. Yeah, that probably would be a little bit more of a boost to just get a little more mentally prepared.
Yes, I believe that.
So how did the food go?
I cheated.
You cheated.
Yeah.
What'd you eat?
I can't remember. I ate everything. Like, my regular diet did not change.
So for the 28-day detox, you're supposed to eat plant-based, which is, fruits, veggies, some beans.
I ate
nuts,
fruits and veggies.
And?
Sweets.
Sweets. Yeah, I definitely have more peanut butter than I should have. She said not to have peanut butter every day, and I have peanut butter every day. I just like it a lot. It's hard for me not to eat it. Whatever. I'm sorry, Angela. The next time I do this, I will not eat peanut butter. That is my goal. Next time, I'm gonna try it again this year.
I won't.
Yeah. You won't?
I encourage you guys to try, so I mean, like.
She's gonna do it again.
I'm not.
She'll do it again. It's fine.
Let me know a month in advance.
See, you will. We're gonna do it every September. Yeah, you have a whole 8 months to get mentally prepared.
Okay, I'll think about it.
We'll check in next time, guys. Next season, we'll see what our results are.
What was your end result, though? What did you accomplish?
I feel like with any detox or cleanse, you're gonna lose weight. Like, the weight's gonna come up, especially as much as I exercise, as much as I'm on my bike. Like, that's gonna happen. So I don't really necessarily look for weight loss, but I think what I got of it the most was just everything that just came with it mentally and spiritually, and just manifesting a lot of our ideas, just stuff that I want to do in my life. Like, that part I enjoyed more, because I think a lot of detoxes are like 7 days, 10 days, 5 days. So you can like spend a day, you know what I mean, on certain topics, but to do something that long, like each week, like for a week, we were concentrating on personal relationships, family relationships, our boundaries with our friends, with our, significant other, our family. Like, that stuff's really important. Like, that is all part of health. So to explore different things each week and just really focus on those specific things each week. Because even for me, let's say you do like a 5-day detox, and one day you're like, okay, I'm gonna focus on my boundaries with my family. You spend like one day. So me personally, I'm not spending that whole day on it. I might have moments in that day, but to have a whole week to be like, okay, Monday, my mind was over here. Tuesday, I thought a little bit more about it. Wednesday, I actually wrote some things down. Thursday, I spent time in prayer. Friday, like, you know what I mean? So for me to just have a little bit more time, because my life is crazy, I definitely enjoyed that a little bit more. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Got it.
Hi guys.
We have until like 6:30.
So I'm back.
6:40.
Carlicia, we are actually going to take a yoga class today. I have practiced yoga before, but it's been a really long time. And so Carlicia found an instructor that made her feel comfortable. So for this woman to make this girl feel comfortable in some yoga, I had to go and just see what it was about. Because like I said, for me, it's been a long time. I definitely want to teach, but I know that I need to be a student first. So I definitely want to get back into that. So we did a class with Jill. Jill is good. She definitely is. I didn't expect her to be as aggressive as she is. And it's not a bad thing. I just,
It's a good thing.
because I trained her, I know how she works out. I was very shocked that she had this woman who was aggressive, which, I mean, I guess I'm aggressive too. But
Yes, you are.
yeah.
Yes, I mean,
I just expect that from her, and I think a lot of times people think of a yoga teacher as someone who's like, all right, and then this way. She's like, all right, now stretch your arm out this way. I know y'all can do it, but I mean, I can. But yeah, she was. I definitely enjoyed Jill. I definitely will be back. That was a good experience. This is Jill.
Hi.
I just took her class for the first time. Carlicia has taken her class before, and I haven't taken yoga in probably like 8 years. This is just kind of my introductory, just to kind of get me more motivated to get on my stuff. I'm excited that you are brown. So I like
Yes, I'm very brown.
I like to
I'm
promote.
very brown.
So first, tell me how long you've been practicing.
I've been doing yoga for 30 years.
30 years. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've been teaching for 20.
20. Okay. So what was your process into even wanting to get started in practicing? And then what was your licensing situation? Like, how did you study? Did you go away? Did you go
Oh my. Okay.
after or whatever to get your?
Well, I did go to India last year, but it was for the first time ever. I started. Oh my. Just my brother was a dancer here, and just random, he took me to a yoga class. And as soon as I opened the yoga mat and got on the mat, put my feet on the mat, I was at home.
Okay.
It felt good. It felt natural. Never wanted to be a yoga teacher ever. Never wanted to own a yoga studio ever. And it was just how it started to move. And I was like going to yoga every day. I didn't have a husband. I have kids. I was size 2 with a booty. You know what I mean? So it was like yoga was my life. And like, I'm a fighter. Like, I fight. Like, I got a really nasty temper, and I would have nosebleeds, and I got into some predicaments. And I just know that yoga started to take the fire down.
Okay.
And just how I started to move in my life.
Were you doing any other working out, or was it all?
I would go to the gym and run around, but like back then, no, not really. I mean, it was aerobics. It wasn't Zumba and all that stuff back then. It was aerobics. Just, you know, whatever it was. And then where we lived, it was a yoga studio there, and I became really good friends with the yoga teacher. His name was John T. He owns a studio called Atmananda. And I went to him and I got certified, and that's the way the ball rolled. And so it just started moving. And at the time, yoga's not diverse now. It surely wasn't diverse 20 years ago and 30 years ago. It was super white. And just the more I started doing yoga and started going in all of these different avenues, I started hearing incidents about things that people were saying, just making women of color feel not comfortable or welcome. And so I was like,
This was here in New York?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, within the last 10 years actually.
Oh, wow.
And so I started working at a studio. I worked in the studio in Soho. The first class I stepped from one of my teachers, who was my younger teacher at the time. White girl came into the class and looked at me and turned around and left when I was teaching the class. Yeah, and it's real.
Yeah.
Like, and people don't really want to talk about the whole elephant in the room, the color in yoga, but it's a thing to talk about.
What is that about? Like, where did that even come from? Like, 'cause I feel like that I feel like that might be attached to other things, like, because I mean, obviously people joke around like, oh, yoga's a white thing, or, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the butt of jokes sometimes.
Right, but yoga is indicative of what's going on in the world. So if we're having race relation issues out there in the streets, of course you're gonna have it in the yoga studio.
But like, first of all, the history of yoga has nothing to do with white people, correct?
Yeah, well, okay, so some
Let's go ahead and start there.
okay, so well, yoga originated in India, but some people say yoga originated in Africa.
Okay.
Well, all I can say is for true, yoga started with brown people.
Okay, I was going to say either way.
Brown people.
Either way.
Brown people.
As far as me wanting to teach, what do you recommend would be kind of like the best way for me to get knowledge of each of
You have to come to classes. You just have to come to classes and find what suits for your spirit. You'll figure it out.
But what about like studying and reading? Because I want to be knowledgeable about what. Well,
you'll have to find a teacher training, which was what speaks to you. So you have to probably go to different. I don't have a teacher training yet. And see what speaks to you. But you have to get into your body first. So you're gonna have to leave the gym for a little bit and come to your yoga mat.
I can just add it.
Yeah, you can add it, but I'm saying, but you can't spend 20 hours at the gym and give.
Took them a week.
Oh.
But like, you know what I mean? You gotta kind of give yoga 3 to 5 hours
A day?
a week.
Oh, okay. Like one thing for 3 hours is not hair. I don't. Really
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm at Urban Asanas, 843 Sterling Place, the only black-owned yoga studio in Crown Heights. Google that, because it's for true.
That's why
You can go under Urban Asanas on IG, or if you want the other side.
Here?
Yeah, I have some white girls.
I wasn't sure.
I got some white.
So this is your actual studio. You own this.
I pay for rent.
Okay.
Deuces, and I write the checks.
We have to beat that out.
I'm sorry.
But that's
yes. And you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We're there. I'm here. Okay. I'm a pillar in the community. I'm here to change, and I'm here to uplift my sisters.
Awesome.
And namaste. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Have a good time.
Yes.
I'll come back.
Okay, I know.
Get out. And my foot. Alex, how would you do that?
I'm like trying not to laugh.
You're on a roll. Fuck her up. Cut. Okay, I'm back.
Action. Wait.
That's what I do. I can't be on film with you.
Why
I can't do this again.
do you have to say me?
Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time.
You see me all the time.
They see you all the time, but someone talk about how we met.
You didn't even tell me what we were talking about. I'm sitting here
So I'm doing it right
like
now.
I'm on Jeopardy.
Doing it right now.
Questions. I don't know.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Because even if I would have told you, you wouldn't have remembered.
Yes, and what happened? Okay, yes, I'm gonna talk about that. Let me just remember before I forget. What?
I convinced her to get a bike. She didn't have a bike.
Now I got a
before.
bike on my own.
She has her own bike. We're at her bike.
Betty, her name is Betty.
Betty and Carmen are taking over these Brooklyn streets. Yes. But cycling has definitely changed my life for sure. Yeah.
I mean, there's something to me. Yeah, it did.
This girl in the mirror. Look at her bike legs. Bikes do change your legs for sure. My legs are definitely different from a bike.
Why are you looking at my legs though?
Don't look at your legs. Those are my legs. I built those legs. They aren't.
How this was born though, you
No.
know? This came
They didn't look like that. They didn't look like
What
that.
did it
They didn't look like that. Curvy chick fitness legs. It's gonna be clipped anyway. All right.
Hi.